Hold on to your hats, Canucks Nation. The buzz is electric as we discuss the latest prospects that could be making their way to Vancouver this spring. With some incredible NCAA defenders catching our eye, it seems like the Canucks are gearing up for a major roster shakeup. Who will be the next standout to join our squad? We've got the inside scoop on the top names to watch. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop about all things Canucks. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of potential NCAA free agent defenders that the Vancouver Canucks could target. As we look ahead to the 2025 draft class, there are some intriguing options that could really bolster our blue line. Sure, the forward crop may be a bit underwhelming this year, but the defenders, they're turning heads, and I can't help but feel optimistic about what these young prospects could bring to our team. First up is CJ Foley from the University of Maine. Standing at 5'11" and weighing in at 180 pounds, Foley is a dynamic player who's leading his team with 29 points this season. His skating ability is top-notch. He's not your typical stay-at-home defenseman, but he knows how to control the pace of the game. His offensive instincts are impressive, and even though he has a few defensive flaws, the potential reward for taking a chance on him at a low cost is hard to ignore. He's a Hobey Baker nominee, and with his past ties to BC, he might just feel right at home here in Vancouver. Now, let's talk about Frank Jurasevich, also from the University of Maine. At 6'2" and 200 pounds, he brings a physical presence that we could definitely use. After transferring from Merrimack, he's really found his stride, racking up 27 points in 35 games this season. His ability to manage the puck and create opportunities on the power play makes him a valuable asset. He's a two-way player who knows how to use his size to his advantage, and I can see him fitting nicely into our system. And then there's Trey Taylor from Clarkson University. At 6'2" and 200 pounds, he's another big body who can make a difference. A native of Richmond, BC, he's had a standout season, showcasing a strong bi-directional game and leadership on the ice. He led his team in points, and his recognition as an all-star speaks volumes about his capabilities. I can't help but feel excited about the possibility of bringing a local talent like Taylor into the fold. But does his left-handed shot fit what we need? That's a question I'm grappling with. We also have Noah Beck, who's currently at Arizona State. At 6'3" and 206 pounds, Beck has had a breakout year, amassing 32 points and showing that he can compete at a high level. The fact that he was previously drafted by the Blues adds some intrigue. With his rights expiring in 2024, he could be a smart pickup for us if we're looking for a defender who can make an instant impact. His combination of size and hockey IQ could translate well to the NHL, but can we trust his development enough to invest in him? Honestly, I'm torn. Then there's Vinny Borgesi from Northeastern University. He might be on the smaller side at 5'11" and 175 pounds, but he plays with a flair that's hard not to love. He's got skill and creativity with the puck, making him a fun player to watch. He's already racked up 21 points this season and plays in all situations for his team. The question is, can his smaller frame hold up against bigger NHL forwards? That's a gamble, but his offensive upside makes it hard to overlook him. Finally, we have Zach Bookman from Merrimack College. He's another 5'11" right-shot defenseman who's been lighting it up with 28 points last season. He's an offensive dynamo, showcasing impressive skating and puck-handling skills. But, like Borgesi, he's also on the smaller side, which raises concerns about how he'd fare in the physicality of the NHL. Still, his ability to run a power play could be invaluable. And let's not forget about Brandon Holt, also from the University of Maine. At 5'11" and 181 pounds, he's had a solid career with the Black Bears, consistently improving and now hitting the 20-point mark this season. He's a cerebral player who contributes on both ends of the ice. However, like some of his peers, he may face challenges against bigger opponents at the professional level. So, there you have it, Canucks fans. A solid lineup of potential NCAA prospects that could strengthen our defensive core. Personally, I'm excited about the possibilities, but I also recognize the risks involved with each pick. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn on which direction the Canucks should pursue. It's a delicate balance, and I want to hear what you think. This offseason is shaping up to be pivotal for the Vancouver Canucks, and as a die-hard fan, I can't help but feel the excitement. General Manager Patrick Allvin has made it clear they're going to address the center position, whether through trade or free agency. But let's be real, the free agent market is looking a bit thin for top 6 centers this year, which means Allvin and his team will need to get creative to fill that crucial gap. One name that stands out is Sam Bennett. Can you imagine him donning a Canucks jersey? Bennett has come a long way since the NHL Draft Combine in 2014, where he struggled with pull-ups. His point totals may not be jaw-dropping, but the grit and determination he brings to the ice are undeniable. Last season, he was a key player for the Florida Panthers, helping them secure a Stanley Cup victory. His fearless play style and ability to forecheck would fit perfectly into the Canucks' top six, adding that much-needed toughness. Sure, acquiring him won't be cheap, but if the Canucks want to be serious contenders, taking a shot on Bennett could be a game-changer. After Bennett, the options start to dwindle. One player who could make sense is Jack Roslovic. He'd immediately become the only right-shot center on the team, a need the Canucks have been trying to fill for some time. Sure, he's not a massive upgrade over Philip Chytil, but he could serve as a flexible piece in the lineup. With 21 goals this season, he's showing promise and could be a solid addition. The question is, will he be able to find consistency? Offering him a term with a modified no-trade clause might give him the security he craves. Now, let's talk about Mason McTavish. Yes, I know, he's a restricted free agent with the Anaheim Ducks, and it's a long shot. But hear me out. The former third overall pick in the 2021 draft has the potential to be something special. He's a versatile player who can thrive in a top-six role. Sure, the Ducks are likely to re-sign him, but if the Canucks can entice him with an offer, it could be an opportunity for him to develop as a top-six center in a playoff contending team. It's a risk, but sometimes you have to roll the dice to make a significant impact. Other RFAs like Gabe Vilardi from the Winnipeg Jets and Marco Rossi from the Minnesota Wild have potential too. However, McTavish's age and skill set align perfectly with what the Canucks need as they aim to build a competitive roster for years to come. Beyond these options, the market gets bleak. Ryan Donato could be an intriguing name after a breakout year, but let's be honest. A team with playoff aspirations should be wary of relying on one solid season from a player who has struggled in the past. And then there are the elder statesmen like John Tavares, Claude Giroux, and Brock Nelson. While they are undoubtedly talented, it's hard to see the Canucks going after these players given their focus on finding a center who fits their timeline. Let's face it, attracting top-tier free agents to Vancouver has always been a challenge, especially with the stigma surrounding Canadian markets. But Alvin and Jim Rutherford seem undeterred. They understand the importance of bolstering the center depth, and they're ready to tackle this offseason head-on. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think pursuing players like Bennett and McTavish is the right move? Honestly, I'm torn. While I'm excited about the potential, I worry about the long-term implications of these decisions. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's keep this conversation going, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Vancouver Canucks. Remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. This offseason could define the future of our beloved team, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.